Hello and welcome back to the Comfy Corner. Got a couple questions and theories after the 7th episode of Ahsoka. Also have a review for episodes 5 through 8 at the end of the season. I did like this episode generally quite a bit, and it has made me make a couple changes to my previous theories about these characters. My first question, theory, and concern is short, but it is about Ezra, so I thought it's worth going over. It's about Ezra versus Thrawn, and I'm not quite sure if Ezra mentioning going home is just to make Sabine feel guilty, or if it's to make us question whether or not Ezra will survive. This is the second episode in a row Ezra has said, he's excited to go home, so it makes me question if he's actually in danger.
I can't wait to go home. I think I might be going home after all.
It is also very important that Thrawn gets some sort of victory in this season. It doesn't have to be a main character death, but I am wondering if it is more likely now after Ezra saying this a couple times. It's still very much unlikely, and I hope I'm overthinking it, but I'm wondering how many other people are considering this as well. Does it just mean that they're all going to get stranded there when the season ends and that they're not actually going home? It could make sense if this were the case, if Thrawn ends up escaping and Ahsoka, Ezra, and Sabine end up being stranded on Peridea. Until the whales return, of course. The next major question and theory I have is about Shin and Baylan. Originally, I was expecting these characters to stick together until one would be defeated by Ahsoka, and then the other would have seen it and got pushed further to the dark side. But by episode 6, things kind of shifted, and it actually seemed very possible that Thrawn would end up ousting Baylan, and then Shin would end up teaming up with Ahsoka. And we got a possible tease of this when Ahsoka reaches out to her. I still think teaming up directly with Ahsoka is possible, but even better would be if Shin ends up taking one final lesson from her master, which was patience, and being able to defeat Thrawn in the end. Yes, that is my theory, so stick with me. But let's quickly re-watch that scene and remember the key parts.
You won't help?
Your ambition drives you in one direction. My path lies in another. One parting lesson, Shin. Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat.
Shin is very much driven by ambition, and even Baylan notices it. It could be an ambition more like a political power, but her goal could very much change if the circumstances were to change. And she may very well need to be patient if she wants to achieve her ambition. Baylan trying to give her one final lesson in balance, because ambition is very much a dark side trait, while patience is very much a Jedi trait. Episode 6 showed us that Thrawn really doesn't give a damn about Baylan and Shin, they're just mercenaries to him, and Baylan has his own plans as well. Then episode 7 we see Thrawn losing and blaming Baylan not being there.
Given the absence of Lord Baylan.
Thrawn didn't really lose his cool or anything, but he never does. He instead gave a very odd look to Morgan, and then the focus on the camera shifts to this droid in the back. I wasn't sure why they would do that at first, but maybe the droid is sending out a team to finish off Baylan for abandoning them. Even though he fought Ahsoka again, it does not seem like Thrawn was monitoring that area, so he would not have seen that duel.
Our sight is short on mercenary. Where's Baylan Skol?
So it does seem possible now that Thrawn might go after Baylan instead of just leaving him there. We last saw Shin running away from Ahsoka, Ezra, and Sabine. It's very possible that Shin will try to find Baylan before returning to Thrawn, and could end up seeing Thrawn's men taking him out. If she were to see this, it would be the perfect fit for her character to pretend that she didn't, and to continue working for Thrawn, with the goal of eventually killing him. Baylan said her ambition drives her in one direction, which means that she very much can set her eyes on something she wants. She just needs to change what she wants. It would be also a phenomenal way to make Baylan's final lessons to her meaningful. Not having patience will guarantee defeat, and for this victory she will need patience. Now maybe it is just foreshadowing how she will lose, eventually losing her patience and trying to kill Thrawn, or maybe Ahsoka and being defeated. But I think it would actually be a pretty solid story for her if she was able to pull this type of deception off over Thrawn. And if you're at all familiar with how Thrawn was defeated in the Heir to the Empire novels, then this could make some sense, but it is all just speculation and theories based on episode 7 and what I think may happen in episode 8. Let me know what you guys think about my theories for today about Baylan, Shin, Ezra, Thrawn. Be sure to go down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.